Okay, our question of the day today, since it is spooky season and we're getting close to Halloween, which means trick-or-treat time. Woohoo!
Woot!
If you could choose to partake in one Disney treat right now, what would it be and why?
Like candy?
Whatever registers as a treat for you.
At Disney?
Yes.
Disney treat. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm going to go with something that I've never had before that I really want to try, though.
Okay.
I want to try the churros from Nomad Lounge.
Oh, yes.
With the dipping sauces.
The vegan churros
Yes.
from Nomad Lounge with the 2 dipping sauces?
Yes.
That sounds great.
Plus you'd be at Nomad Lounge, so
Right.
there's that.
That is the treat that I'm...
That's the bonus treat.
Yes. Place and food.
Yes.
That's right.
Double points.
So, yeah, that's my choice for tonight.
Love it.
Churros from Nomad Lounge.
I'm just going to go with popcorn because that sounds really
the
good.
same thing.
Really? Popcorn?
Uh-huh. Like just run-of-the-mill Disney popcorn out of
Yes.
a little red and white box.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Score.
You don't even want to have to stand in line and wait for one of the fancy popcorn buckets?
No.
That would not be a treat then.
That's stressful and stupid.
That's opposite of a treat.
That's a trick.
You just made a punny.
I did.
I think I'm going to indulge in one of those Madame Leota candles.
Tell
You're
me
gonna
more.
eat one?
Yes, from last week's episode.
Oh,
About
yeah.
Lacey
The, like,
and I
push
talking
pop
about.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you look up a picture of those?
I did. They look
They
fantastic.
look so fun. I haven't been able to stop thinking about those.
I can't remember. What was the flavor profile in that, though?
Red velvet, I think.
Oh, okay. So you eat that, you look like you've ingested something that you ate an animal of some sort. 'Cause
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. How
Well, there
horrific.
it is. How about you, Candice?
Popcorn.
Oh, you're not gonna give a fourth one. You're just gonna go with
Okay,
popcorn?
I'll give a fourth one. To balance out the salty of the popcorn, I would like a pineapple vanilla swirl Dole Whip with a rum floater.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes. 1,000 times.
Yes.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Delish.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Candice.
I'm Lacey.
And I'm Lariah.
Grab a drink and come hang with us at the Hangar Bar.
Okay, welcome back to the Hangar Bar, everybody. We are glad to have you here with us tonight. Well, I don't know what time you're listening to it. It might be tonight, today, this morning, whenever you're listening to us.
4
Thank
weeks
you for
from now.
4 weeks from now, whatever. We're just glad you're here. You're choosing to spend a little bit of time with us. Today, we are going to talk about Halloween movies.
Wait. It's all 4 of us for the first time in a
Yeah.
while.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All 4 of us.
Yeehaw.
Like a month or maybe
Probably
2.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
Before we did Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's probably been a
that
couple
sounds bad.
months.
Goodness.
the show.
Yes, the show.
Anyhow.
Anyhow, I almost forgot some of their names, but
Yeah, we did introductions again before we got started.
right. So I think we're going to talk about Halloween movies, TV shows, all the things, because this is releasing 4 days before Halloween. So happy Halloween week for those of you listening to it right after we release. We're going to be looking at things from the Disney universe, from the Pixar universe, from the Lucasfilm universe, and from the 20th Century Fox Studios, which are all Disney companies. Mm-hmm. So as we go through, this is not going to be just us. I don't think this is going to be just us listing, but if we know it, we'll probably give you a short synopsis, something like that, and then we'll talk about why we think it's good, why we think it's bad. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Enjoy the ride. Okay, we're going to go old school. We're going to start with what I think from the Disney studios is the oldest thing on our list. and that is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Love it.
So that includes a segment from The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow, and it's a spooky retelling of the tale of the Headless Horseman, and that show is just a riot.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked in last week's episode, or 2 weeks ago, we talked about Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is based off of that movie, where you go to hell in a Disney ride.
Yes.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So Candice, I know that's one of your favorites. Why? What makes it your favorite?
So the thing that I appreciate about it most of all is like I will sit through, and I'm gonna get some hate for this, I'm sure. I will sit through the Mr. Toad's part of it. That's not my favorite part of it, but when you get to the Sleepy Hollow part of it, the thing that I love the most is that there is a level of comedy just with the styling of Ichabod Crane, which is very based on Washington Irving's interpretation of what Ichabod Crane looked like. Like, it's spot on. He's very skinny, very tall, very nothing that you would think about, right? But then you get into, like, with the Headless Horseman showing up, and it's actually creepy. Like, it's creepy. And I think for that to come out of an animated movie, especially one that old, that still registers that creepy, is saying a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know if that released in the theaters? It had to have, right?
Yes.
It's 1949.
Yeah.
They didn't release things on TV in 1949.
No.
So it had to have been a theatrical release.
Yep.
Yeah, that one is on my list for sure to watch this.
You've not ever seen it before?
I haven't. So I'm hoping to watch it before Halloween.
Do it.
Okay.
Yep. Do it. And like I said, the Mr. Toad's part is first of all, and it's fine for what it is, but that's never been one of my favorite stories anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But The Legend of Sleepy Hollow always has been one of my favorite stories just for the creep factor. And this is like spot on.
So is this like an anthology series movie where it's just like a bunch of short stories in
It's
a
just
movie?
2 stories.
Oh, 2 stories.
Mhm.
Okay. Very cool. I love anthology movies.
Yep.
Does Mr. Toad go to hell in the movie too?
He does.
Ooh, uh-oh, naughty boy.
I think it's just like suggested. They don't really go as in depth as they do with the ride, but I think it's very suggested.
Okay. Because he gets drunk and drives. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good moral tellings from the Disney company.
Hey, they have never claimed to be role models. They have never claimed to be anything except what they are, which is an entertainment giant.
Hashtag truth.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move into something that I think is everybody sitting here is one of your favorite movies. Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
The best. Lariah doesn't like it as much.
I
She's
like
weird.
it. I do like it. I just think I watched it a little too much as a child.
That
so
tracks.
there are movies I like more than Hocus Pocus, but it's still an amazing film.
It's classic.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfection. Like it has some really creepy parts, but it also like the beginning. I remember watching the beginning as a child, and it's like back in like what the 1700s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is so creepy, and that part would just like freak me out because of, you know, like the witches were actually in their time and they were actually creepy. Why are you giving me that look?
Nothing.
Well, do you have something to say?
No.
Oh.
She's just giving you a look.
Oh. But then you get the comic relief later on because now they're back in like modern day, which I say that with air quotes because
It was 1993.
yeah. And we're, you know, way past that now. But not way. But
Not way.
We're a little past that now. But then, you know, they're not in their element anymore. They're
So they're figuring out things too
yeah,
and being scared by things that are very non-scary.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny.
Be but pavement. It's a road.
Okay, 2 things. Like the sexual suggestiveness in that movie
Yes.
is probably too advanced for the audience it targets. It's a great movie. I love it. I watch it every Halloween. But just think back, like when the blonde sister, I don't remember their names at all, Sarah gets on the bus with the bus driver. Like that whole scene.
Yeah.
The fact that the 8-year-old little sister is talking about her brother being a virgin.
Yeah, and
Yes.
boobs.
And boobs all the way through.
Yabos.
Rabos. Yeah. Just it cracks me up how suggestive that movie is. And we had forgotten that. So I think we've said in this podcast before that we met Lacey and Lariah at church. So that's relevant to this story because I don't think they've heard this story. So 2 years ago, the church decided to do an outdoor movie under the stars at Halloween time and invited the congregation, invited the neighborhood to come watch this movie out in the front lawn of the church.
It was Hocus Pocus.
And we watched Hocus
why
Pocus.
Would you not?
Because it's everybody's favorite Halloween movie from Disney, right?
Yes.
About halfway through, when they first start talking about virgins, you hear the parent, like, I'm sitting in the way back with my glass of bourbon that I have neatly disguised in a Yeti so nobody knows what I'm drinking.
Church function.
Church function. Woohoo!
Love it. A little communion.
Yeah, that's right. He turned water into wine. He turns water into bourbon, too. It's all
Same
good.
thing, yeah.
It's same diff.
He knows how to party.
But you could almost see like all the parents that brought their kids start looking at one another like, oh, this is going to be an awkward night at home because like these 8, 9, 10-year-olds, you know, they were going to start asking questions when they got home about what does virgin mean? Well,
What are yabos?
It's a record company by Richard Branson.
Right.
We used to have this thing called Virgin Mobile.
Right.
Is that still a thing?
Right.
And there's an airline and everything, and it's
Yeah.
all for only adults, so just don't worry about it.
It was hilarious because you could see like you picture those like movie whisper chains happening all the way around all the people sitting there. You could see it happening in real time. It was one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life.
I'm kind of appalled that they reacted that way as if they've never seen it before.
Right. That was kind of like a couple of the people we were talking to afterwards, and I'm like, had these parents not ever seen this movie before they?
But probably not, because it's, I mean,
It is
like
from
it
the
came
90s.
out when they were kids. And they had probably either not seen it since then or forgotten
That's true.
about that level of suggestiveness.
Yeah, those parents were all younger than Candice and I.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
But
So,
still,
but it was still just funny because, like,
Yeah.
we're sitting at a church function and it's like,
they're talking about Yabos.
well, but
and
you know, I mean, the Virgin
virgins.
Mary.
Right.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, it just I recall that story very often. I absolutely love it. It's because number one, we didn't think enough to think, oh, would this movie really be appropriate for a church? Like, let's invite the neighborhood to the church. But then I'm
Could've shown 'em worse.
picturing all of those little kids asking the questions when they're sitting around the dinner table. Like, Mom, what's this mean?
right.
I think the question that should be asked regarding that movie, though, is a very important question. Who names their child Thackeray?
Oh my gosh.
My
That's
face.
the best question ever.
Ever.
Because why?
Yeah. What? I'm like, did you not get to the Z's? Was the Z's like
Not
against your
invented yet?
Puritan religion or something? I mean,
Maybe Thackeray was a popular name, Old Englishy name. Like
yeah, but if you shorten
T's
it up,
were
what do you call him?
Z's.
Thack?
Zach, get your butt in here.
Maybe the person that wrote the script just had a little bit of a lisp.
Oh.
It's Thackeray.
Thackeray.
My face when I first learned that his name was indeed Thackeray
And
instead
not
of Zachary, I think it was maybe 4 years ago. I was just like,
Huh?
What did they say?
I was dumbfounded.
Thackeray.
I couldn't believe I never caught that before.
Thank God we call him Binks, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
Yes.
Let's let's nickname him Binks.
I mean, I'm all for, naming animals after like people names.
Oh,
That's
Right.
one of
for
my
sure.
favorite things. But I will never name a pet Thackeray.
I feel like that pet would not respond ever.
No.
They'd be like, I'm not.
Nor
That's not
should
my
they.
name. I will not.
That
He would
pet
shun you.
Poo in your bed.
I've
Thackeray.
been shunned by my pet.
Unshun.
Reshun.
Thackeray, get in here.
Thackeray, get off the table.
Nope. Okay, so second Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
I have yet to see it. Is it good? You haven't seen it either, Lariah?
Nope.
Have you not seen
I
it?
have not seen it.
I did watch it when it came out. Not my favorite. I think my issue is that they definitely, this one is a lot more family friendly. This one.
Okay.
So I would say that for those who are listening, and if you want to introduce your kids to Hocus Pocus, but they're too young because virgins and yabos, the second one is very family friendly. However, there is some continuity, or not continuity, but there are some errors in it to where things that happen in the second one don't make sense because of the first one.
Oh.
They kind of changed up the backstory of things, of the witches, which kind of irked me personally.
Was that just directed by the same person?
I don't believe so. I'll fact check that. But so they have this book in the movie Hocus Pocus for
Right.
those who have never seen it. It's a spell book. And in the first movie she says that the devil himself gave it to her. But in the second one, it starts off with the three witches as kids, and that was cool. The actors that they chose to play them as children, they were perfect. It was so cute. But then it shows this witch giving them the spell book instead. So right off the bat, because that happens right in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we fast forward to present day, and their little cottage in the first one that they had turned into a museum.
Right.
It is now a magic shop, which I think in this small town of Salem, first of all, how is a magic shop functioning in this economy?
Right.
Like
Michael Scott.
Yeah. But why, out of all things, why are we having it? Why couldn't it have just been a gift shop?
Right.
Just like a gift shop of like items of the witches or whatever. So I don't know. It was just very cheesy, and some of the jokes they tried to repeat from the first one, I just wasn't a fan. So the first one was directed by Kenny Ortega, which is a pretty famous Disney Channel director. He also directed High School Musical.
Okay.
And it looks like the director of Hocus Pocus 2 is Anne Fletcher. And I can try to see what else she's done. Mostly,
Yeah, some of those continuity errors and that kind of thing. Like they did that with the Star Wars universe too. Some of the prequels, some of the sequels to the original 3, some of the sidebar stories. The disconnects sometimes make it hard to watch.
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you're such a fan of the original.
Yes.
It's just kind of a put off. Like,
Right.
It was, for me, it was fun to watch it being a fan of the first one, but it's not one that I'm going to probably watch again for a while.
Was it something so the part of the joy of the first one for me is just the nostalgia,
Yes.
because I remember when it came out and it was like a big deal. And so that's why I like to watch it again, because there's some really, really funny parts of that movie. And it's kind of edgy. But the nostalgia part of it is my big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there enough in the second one that kind of pulls you back to the first one to make you want to watch it because of nostalgia for the first one, or no?
Not at all.
Okay.
It feels completely different. I do like the little backstory with them as younger witches because it was so cute, but then they ruined it by because I don't know if you heard what I said, but you know how in the first one they get the spell book from the devil himself.
Himself, yes.
No. In the second one, it shows this witch of their time when they're younger gives them this spell book. So right there, that didn't happen according to the first one.
I do believe the witch that gives him the book is none other than Miss Hannah Waddingham.
Really?
I do believe so. You want to fact check me on that real quick, Google machine?
I can.
So maybe she was the devil herself.
She's fabulous. I love her. I want to be her when I grow up.
Okay, yes. The witch mother is her name. Yeah.
Hannah Waddingham. She is a West End actress from London. And so she's done a lot of like the Broadway style shows, which is in the West End in London. But she was also Rebecca in Ted Lasso. And she also played the Shame Lady in Game of Thrones.
She was wonderful.
She's amazing.
Yeah. But.
And the voice, oh my God.
Really?
Oh, she had a Christmas special on Apple TV Plus last year.
Amazing.
Girl can sing.
Oh, wow.
And have you seen Ted Lasso? We're
Not
going
yet.
completely off script here, but if you ever need a show just to make yourself feel good, Ted Lasso's the show.
If you have ever thought of what perfect TV should be, Ted Lasso is that.
Is it up there with The Office?
Better.
Really?
I think better storytelling.
Yep.
Like from the jump,
Yep.
you get connected to characters.
Yep.
Huh.
And like you carry that connection with you through the entire thing to the point where you're like emotionally invested in this show. But it's so feel good that it's amazing.
Comfort show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
we
it
just
funny?
restarted it for the
Yeah, it's funny.
fourth time.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to start
It's
watching
hilarious. Yeah, there's parts of it where it's just like
And
Perfect.
It's only 3 seasons.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a fast binge too.
Yeah.
But it's one of those shows that there are so many callbacks to things that happened previously that you will not catch on your first watch through.
right.
Oh.
Like just
so
last
there's
night
built-in
we
watchability.
we watched episode 1 last night, and something that happened in episode 1 made me think of a future episode that they're going to do, and I'm like, "Oh my god. They used that to set up something to make it seem familiar to you in
wow.
episode 9 or whatever it was." And it took my 4th watch to sort of catch that that's what they were doing.
Yep.
That's
It's
awesome.
that detailed and that good. Amazing storytelling. Jason Sudeikis is one of my favorite
Yeah.
actors,
Oh.
people.
He's amazing.
Yes.
I heard that he served his wife divorce papers during one of her press tours.
Yep,
I
he sure
think.
did.
And
Well-
I think that's hilarious.
I'm going to stick up for Jay because that's kind of a shitty thing to do.
Well,
but I'm
I
going to
don't-
stick up for Sudeikis just a little bit, and I know that's not what you're getting at because it's kind of hilarious too.
Yeah.
But it's the lawyers. Like
Yeah.
the lawyers are like, if they're not accepting it at their door, or if they're on tour and not at home, we're just going to serve them wherever they are. So that lawyer basically showed up like right after the press conference was over and said, "Here, serving you with divorce papers."
Yeah, like it definitely wasn't on him at all,
Right.
but I find that hilarious knowing it was him like divorcing
Right.
her and that is what happened out of all people.
Right.
Like it yeah, and I'm not a huge Olivia Wilde fan by any means. I think
Right.
she's kind of a icky person. Especially if someone like Jason Sudeikis is divorcing someone as beautiful and talented as her, you know there's something not right with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's great. I think he's super funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that we just went completely off the
Let's
rails.
get the train back on the rails.
These are my favorite episodes, though, where we just go off the rails. So let's have a little bit of a debate. Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
No.
I say it's a Christmas movie. There's way more Christmas content in terms of what's the plot. You think it's a Christmas movie too. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a Christmas movie, but the Halloween vibes in that movie
They are
are
strong.
so unmatched.
I feel
I
like
think that's because it's Tim Burton, though.
Yes.
And
yes.
everything that Tim Burton touches is Halloween.
Yes.
I feel like it's a really good movie for those who it's Halloween, but you're wanting Christmas and you watch it and you're like, okay, Christmas is coming. We're getting all these Christmas vibes, but it's also Halloween. But then it's also good for people who are more on the Halloween side and Christmas is coming and you watch it and you're like, oh, Halloween. And then also it's Christmas. So I feel like
It's interchangeable, like a zip-up hoodie that's like
What?
black and then pink, and you can just decide what you want to wear that day. You
why
know?
those colors?
Why not those
Because
colors?
I love those colors.
So here's my question, though. Are there any songs from that movie that you play at Christmas time?
No.
Fair question. What if I don't play any music from that movie ever?
This question was not formed for Candice.
But are there songs that you play at on your Halloween playlist?
Oh,
Absolutely.
It's a Halloween movie.
Actually, I will say that my favorite is Kidnap the Santa Claus, and I do play that at Christmas, so I redacted.
Well, you're not like a regular person.
You're not a regular person. You're a cool person.
Thank you.
Nice save, Candice. Nice save.
Thanks. So my opinion on that whole thing is, and I struggle with this because I don't like it. I've sat through it once, only ever, just once. I don't like it at all. I know that's a hot take, but I don't like it at all. And I think the reason that I don't like it at all is because it's trying to do too much. Like, you can't identify it as a Halloween or a Christmas movie because it's trying to be both. And it almost confuses itself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't-
would you call it a Thanksgiving movie? It's trying to straddle the fence.
Oh. Straddle the fence.
Let's call it an Easter movie. There's a bunny in it somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, the thing is, when I watched this movie as a child, I thought they were going to make more because there's more doors to other holiday themed lands.
Let's not give them any ideas, okay?
I want them to make a St. Patty's Day one.
With a terrifying leprechaun? What is wrong with
Yes.
you?
I love
Ooh,
St.
it could
Patrick's
be
Day.
a St. Patrick's Day Halloween crossover with the leprechaun that comes out at Halloween time.
You know there is a movie called Leprechaun.
Yeah.
With Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Leprechaun in outer space.
No, that's Clowns in Outer Space.
No.
Nice try.
No, Leprechaun, and he's in outer space. Look it up.
This is not important.
Oh, snap.
I think there's going to be a mic drop. Just be careful.
A mic throw at her head.
What? Okay, that's the fourth one, and it looks like it went straight to DVD. So that
Well,
doesn't
I'm shocked
count.
and appalled by that revelation.
Actually, it came out in '96, so straight to VHS, even
Right.
worse. So, and Jennifer Aniston is long gone from this ongoing tragedy.
She's a smart girl. She's like, I got to get away from that
It's like the
garbage.
Sharknado of the day. That's-
Tragedy.
Literally. Dude, have you guys ever heard of the movie called Puppet Master? It's a horror movie.
I think I have heard of that.
Dude, there are 15 of those.
What? Why?
Yeah,
Wow.
I just had to throw that. I just learned that. I have only seen the first one. It's garbage, but there are 15. So, a little fun fact.
Interesting.
Know when to stop.
Okay, so the next movie/show that I want to talk about is in a Disney Channel original movie series about a young girl who discovers her magical heritage and visits a town where every day is Halloween. Is it the same Halloween town that's in The Nightmare Before Christmas in Halloween Town?
No.
Nope.
Different so there's multiple Halloween towns out there depending on which timeline you're in.
Correct.
Yes.
Halloween Town is wherever your heart is.
Oh.
And it can either be Charlie Brown or it can be this mess.
So have either of you seen Halloween Town?
Oh, I watch
Absolutely.
it every year. I watch the second and the third.
Okay, so there's 3 of them.
There's 4, but the fourth one
Okay.
is garbage.
Candice, I love how you
good.
roll your eyes and say, why, when you haven't even seen one of them.
You know how I feel about sequels.
The second one is actually pretty good. It actually has Princess Leia's mother in
Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds. Thank you. She's in them.
Okay.
And she plays the grandmother who is a witch.
Oh.
And she's lovely. But the movies, the first two, are so... They've got the kind of hocus pocus vibe. Also, but like I feel like maybe you might have needed to grow up with them as well. Like,
Kind of like the Goonies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like weird movie that like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. And you grow up and you're like, oh.
What is that?
So is the fourth
like
one?
Holes.
Is the fourth one
Yes.
Return to Halloween Town?
Yes.
Okay.
Different actress than the first three.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're
Yeah,
like,
that one's lame.
yeah.
Okay.
The third one's my favorite. Okay.
That's great for you.
Halloween Town High.
Love that for you.
Thank you.
Halloween Town High. It's like an alternate timeline high school musical. It's
Literally, though.
I
Literally.
Go
wish.
werewolves. Hurrah.
oh, we just went into Twilight territory there. Oh goodness. Okay. So the next thing on the list, there's actually 3 versions of it on the list. Anybody want to take a guess as to what I'm going to talk about next? That there would be 3 different versions on the Disney list.
Haunted Mansion.
There you go.
Well done.
Dang it. Wow.
So the first one listed came out in 2003. The next one, like the Haunted Mansion movie, came out in 2023. And then there's also the Muppets Haunted Mansion, which arguably is the best one of them all.
Solid.
Are you guys fans of the Haunted Mansion movies?
Yes.
All of them? Any of them?
They're fine.
I haven't seen the Muppets one, but
so
I need to add it to my
yeah,
list.
I want to watch that one.
Watch that
But-
before Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you have to watch Mr. Toad and
Yes.
Ichabod Crane before that. So, like, plan a day. We're going to watch Mr. Toad, Ichabod, and then whatever we were just talking about.
Muppet.
That
Muppet Haunted Mansion.
Squirrel.
shiny.
Yeah, the Eddie Murphy one is goofy. She was younger when it came out. So that's kind of like something she watched when she was younger. I was a little older. I didn't understand the hype. I thought it was kind of messy. The remake, however, the 2023 version, good.
Mm-hmm.
I really did like
Amazing.
it. It is actually very creepy. I felt like it sticks to the ride story
Yes.
a lot better.
Attraction.
Oh, got it.
Drink.
Yeah, and then I have yet to watch the Muppets, which I'm sure I'll have a great time with.
So the Muppets one sticks true to the ride.
Like, to the point. Attraction.
Attraction.
To the point where they even use some of the lines from the attraction as part of the show.
No way.
Yeah.
They do.
Okay.
Okay.
But
That's
it's
so neat.
all of the same Muppet mayhem.
It's chaos.
Love.
Miss Piggy is Madame Leota.
Oh my! I was just gonna ask if
Thank
who her
God.
character was.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking maybe Constance, but
Taraji P. Henson is actually Constance Hatchaway. She's amazing.
Obsessed.
Like that whole cast, like John Stamos is
Yeah.
in it.
oh wow.
Love him, obviously.
Yeah, it's a fantastic cast. It's one of those like watch it this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And listeners, if you have not seen it, it is everybody knows I'm a big Muppets fan, and every Muppet movie that they've like done, like Muppet Treasure Island, Muppet Christmas Carol, this is in the same vein as that in terms of storytelling and goodness. It's just it's phenomenal.
There's more big names as far as the human element of it. It's a bigger name cast
Okay.
than the other ones, but
Like
it's phenomenal.
Alfonso
Ribeiro.
makes a cameo appearance.
Yeah, as does Ed Asner.
Yeah.
I'm
Rest
not
in
sure
peace.
who those people are.
The Carlton is
From Fresh
Alfonso
Prince.
from Fresh Prince.
Oh.
And Ed Asner is Santa Claus and Elf.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic show. It's what, an hour? Hour
Yeah.
and 10, something like that.
Yeah.
It's quick too. It's but it's worth the
Yes.
investment of time.
Darren Criss is in it too.
Who is
Sure.
that?
He was from Glee.
Oh.
Okay.
And also Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She must not have hurt you.
Oh, you had said that. I am
Is
so
that what you
sorry.
had said?
That's what I had said.
Oh my gosh. Danny Trejo.
Yes.
Machete.
Oh my gosh.
This is great.
Yeah, the cast list is phenomenal.
Oh my gosh. Daryl from The Office. He's
Yes.
in this.
Oh,
he is.
Oh
Is
my
he?
god.
Yeah.
Very short amount of time, but he's
Another
there.
one of those cameos.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says singing bust. So he's one of the
He's one of the grim grinning ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm watching this tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It's such a good show. Pepe the Prawn is just hilarious because I love him anyway. But basically, it's Gonzo and Pepe go to spend the night in this haunted mansion to win some prize.
Oh.
And celebrate the anniversary of Gonzo's favorite magician, MacGuffin.
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 Like there's the stretching room. There's the
Hatbox Ghost, everything. Fozzie is the Hatbox Ghost.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun.
That will make more sense when you've watched
Yes.
it, but it will make you giggle like
There's
it
a
did
screaming
us.
goat, too.
Yes.
You love goats.
I love goats.
Yeah, you two are gonna go watch this tonight, I bet.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah. Yeah, it's only an hour. Yeah.
Okay, so next on the Disney list, we'll run through a couple of these. Are you guys Frankenweenie fans?
She is. I like it, but that's her favorite.
What do you like about it?
Well, first of all, I love that it's black and white. And I'm talking about the Tim Burton version.
Right.
Because
Is
I
there
think there
another
is
one?
an original.
It's a short. It's
Is
not,
it? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a short.
Okay. But it's Tim Burton. So claymation is my favorite animation style. It's black and white. And I'm obsessed with Frankenstein, anything Frankenstein related. And the main character is a dog. Like, what's not to love?
It's literally like a happy pet cemetery.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the storyline?
She
So-
just said.
Basically,
What's the plot?
it follows Victor Frankenstein, and he's a kid.
Frankenstein.
Okay.
Bonus points to anybody listening that gets that reference.
Well, I want to know. That's a good one.
Best movie.
Young Frankenstein. Have you
Frankenstein.
watched that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Spoiler
of course.
alert.
Of course.
That's the
Froderick.
question.
Of course.
Froderick Frankenstein.
But yeah, it follows him, and his best friend is his little dog, Sparky. So they do everything together, and Victor's like this little scientist, and there's like this huge science fair coming up, okay? Basically, what happens is, spoiler alert, Sparky gets hit by a car and passes away. But Victor doesn't accept that, so he Frankensteins him. But like in a
Happy
you don't
way.
see it like it doesn't get that graphic,
it's
but
animated, so
yeah.
it's just like
Lion
anyways,
King. Hello.
you're right. You are right. You are right.
anyways, yeah, and then so there's multiple kids in his class, and there's this one little Igor looking one called Edgar, and he figures out what he did because he was trying to keep it a secret that he brought Sparky back to life. And he figures it out. So this kid wants to do what he did to other things for the science fair to win. And so Victor is trying to be like, no, this isn't for that. I'm just trying to bring him back. But then he's like trying to bring back other dead things and stuff. And
So it's
It's-
kind of like Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm
It's
gonna
so
watch it.
cute.
It
It's
sounds,
so
it sounds
cute.
good enough that I'll watch it.
It's cute.
Yes.
Is it sad?
It's happy ending. It's sad,
But is
For
there a part
other-
where I'm going to cry?
maybe.
Okay.
I'll watch it first.
All right. have to prepare myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I typically know if it's a movie that I think she's going to enjoy, but it'll make her sad, I'll tell her what's going to make her sad so she has time to deal with it before she watches the movie, even though that usually involves spoiler alerts. But it's much better for both of our mental health if she has advance notice.
Yes, I need time to prepare and mourn.
That is
ahead of
fair.
time.
Yes.
That is fair. I hate watching a movie not knowing it's going to be super sad
Yeah.
because then I'm like, it
And then
ruins
you
my
just-
whole day.
It does, and then you keep thinking about it, and it's like, dang it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, because when we feel, because we're empaths, when
Oh.
we feel, it's like times 10. It's,
Yes.
yeah, it's not a good time.
It's a saga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Epic drama.
You know, I am kind of impressed that so far everything we've talked about, at least one of us has seen it.
Me too, kind of.
I don't
us.
know that we're going to
Yes.
stay in that realm, though,
Uh-oh.
with the next one on the list. Have any of you heard of the show Mr. Boogedy?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Really?
You would love it.
It's creepy.
So it says it's a family comedy horror about a family moving into a house haunted by a spirit. So it's basically Haunted Mansion without being Haunted Mansion.
No, not really. Like, the emphasis on it is Mr. Boogedy. And there's also Bride of Boogedy, which is
Okay.
like a sequel to it. But I remember watching Mr. Boogedy when I was younger. And, like, the makeup on this character is freaky. Like, I don't remember the movie being that scary, but just his appearance was really what did it to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
So
What-
that just
when
blew
is-
my mind.
When is that one?
It came out in 1986.
Okay.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it because I totally made our niece watch it when she was like 4 years old and she loved it.
I mean, maybe a picture of like the movie cover would do it. Okay, that does look familiar.
Let me
I
see
will
it.
say that for sure.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's
I had never even heard
He
of that when I was
looks
looking
like
at the list.
Doctor Doom a little bit,
a little bit.
but
Yeah.
I thought he looked like from how far away I'm sitting, it looks like the guy from the Saw movies.
Jigsaw,
Yeah. I know
Billy the
it's-
Puppet.
I know it probably doesn't look like that sitting that close, but from here it just kind of looked that way. What did
Let
you
me
just show
see.
her?
That's like an
Yeah.
image from the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Very, if you've seen Jeepers Creepers, kind of that action.
So is it funny? It says it's a comedy horror. Is
Oh,
it something that
yeah.
will make you laugh?
I mean, it's Disney. It's
Okay.
It's just like got that like older creepy factor that it's like creepy because of when it came out and the makeup and like because you know things were darker when we were younger.
Right.
Because we could handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody asked,
No.
honestly.
Right.
Right
We
here,
were
watch
just-
this.
We were just talking about this at work because we're in this film club and we were talking about how things that we all grew up on were like so scary and these like people just thought it was okay. Like Courage
Yeah.
the Cowardly Dog, Return to Oz.
Yeah,
I
they
don't know if
didn't
you've
give
seen
a
So
that.
single
scary.
crap.
Yeah, the Wheelers. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the guinea pigs
Here,
of
this
that
is for
generation.
kids. Watch it and then go to bed.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And you better not ask to sleep with your parents.
Or the lights on because
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Builds character.
So next in
something.
the list of things I don't know that we've heard about, Twitches or Twitches 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
we grew up on those movies.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Could you
Those
do that
movies.
again, please?
Yes. Holy
Ew.
crap!
I don't want to see that ever again.
We're gonna trim that out and put it as one of our sound buttons.
Yes. Holy crap.
Too bad we're not videoing this. That would have been a great little reel video for our Facebook page.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was just obsessed with that film.
Yeah, Twitches
As a
is
younger me.
it's cute, but it was really cheesy.
It's
So
really
the,
cheesy.
the description on it is Disney Channel films about twin witches who must save the magical world of Coventry.
Yep. Exactly how it
Yeah,
sounds.
they were like
Okay.
separated at birth. They come together, find out that they're witches. So why it's called Twitches is because they're twin witches. Yeah, and then like stuff happens.
Way to be super creative, Disney.
Yeah.
Don't blame them.
It has Tia and Tamara from
Okay.
Sister Sisters.
Yes.
So that's a
Okay.
huge reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
We
was
loved
really
it.
popular when we were growing up.
Okay. Another one. This would have come out when. What year were you born again?
98.
98.
Right.
So you would have been 1. Lacey would have been 6. Don't Look Under the Bed.
That one is terrifying.
A spooky Disney Channel original movie about a girl who teams up with her imaginary friend to stop the boogeyman.
Ew.
It's literally terrifying. That movie scared
in
me to
a ton
death
of
as a
directions.
child because as it's pretty much more about like your invisible friend, and as you get older, if you stop remembering your invisible friend, they will turn into the boogeyman.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
It's a cool concept. That
It
would
is.
be scary.
But
Horrifying.
when she starts kind of forgetting about him, he has these like yellow beady eyes and sharp teeth.
No.
Sorry.
Like that?
Just like that. Just
Again,
like
why
that.
are we not videoing our podcast?
We need to start doing that for real.
We do, and then it can just be on Lariah all the time.
Pro. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of him.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, it's terrifying. That movie scared me when I was a kid.
Okay.
But
so
look
as
at all
you-
the character you have now.
Right?
Look at me now.
See, that was your introduction to spooky movies. Now you're a horror fan.
Yeah, that is true.
See? Got it.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's just not great when I was little. Let me tell you.
So what about the movie Under Wraps?
That was her crap. She
That
talks about it
was-
all the time.
Yeah,
So the list I'm looking at says 1997 and 2021. Did they do a remake of it?
yeah, they did. And the original one, I can't find anywhere. I don't
Okay.
know what happened to it, but it's like your classic, like these kids befriend a mummy, and the mummy's just kind of dumb because it's a mummy, and I don't know, it's just kind of funny and cute and cheesy.
Okay. So is the remake from 2021 like a word for word remake, or is it?
I haven't watched it because anything that came out after like 2010 on Disney Channel, I just kind of refused to watch because
Okay.
it just started getting too cheesy for me.
Right. Speaking of, the last one on this list of Halloween special / movies, a movie called Spooky Buddies from 2011, part of the Buddies series. This family-friendly film follows talking puppies who must stop an evil warlock.
No.
Did I just find the first one that none of us have seen?
Is that like Air Bud or something like that?
It is a spin-off series it's a spin-off of the Air Bud movies.
Good. If
So
we're
it's a
talking
bunch
about
of golden retriever puppies running around trying to be unspooky.
Yep.
That might actually be.
There's
kinda
like
cute.
800
I'm not
of
gonna
those
watch it, but I bet it
films.
would be cute as hell.
Yeah. I mean, the puppy part, yes, but no, the first Air Bud movie, good. It's a good, fun, cute golden retriever dog movie, and then they just went off the rails.
Because when they can just print money by just, putting some more dogs on film, hey, why not?
Yeah. And doing little holiday themed Air Bud
Oh,
movies.
look, the puppy's wearing a wreath. It's a Christmas movie.
Okay, we're going to stay in the Disney universe and go to Disney animated shorts.
Okay.
So let's talk about a few of those. So again, it brings up the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Love it.
They talk about Mickey Mouse Tricks or Treats.
Yep.
Mickey and friends go on Halloween-themed adventures across different eras of Mickey Mouse animation. Have we seen those?
Yes.
I have not.
Are they on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Okay. And then Mickey's House of Villains.
Oh,
Yeah, wasn't that part of the House of Mouse thing?
Yes,
But
so-
it was all...
In this
All the
special,
villains.
Yeah.
Disney villains take over the House of Mouse, resulting in a spooky Halloween-themed show. And then Phineas and Ferb, Night of the Living Pharmacists.
Okay.
Are you guys Phineas and Ferb fans?
I used to
mean,
be.
I just like
We
it because there's a
watched it a
character
little
named
bit.
Candice.
Yeah, and she's
Oh, yes.
sassy and she also
She's
is a redhead.
Yeah.
Well,
She's great. I love Candice. She's
Oh, yes.
hilarious.
The description of this one is a Halloween special where Dr. Doofenshmirtz accidentally turns the entire town into zombie-like versions of himself.
Of himself. Okay.
He's a little obsessed with himself.
I know what the characters Phineas and Ferb look like, but I don't think I've ever seen an episode
With him?
with
With him?
With anybody.
with anybody. I've never seen a Phineas and Ferb episode.
Is there a platypus on that show?
Yep,
Yes.
Perry the platypus.
He's
Okay, and
the-
he's wearing the little fedora and the raincoat.
Yes.
Yeah, this is like the Dr. Evil.
That's Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, this is
they're
Doofenshmirtz.
rivals. Him and the
Okay.
platypus.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but you've not seen the Night
I'm
of
familiar,
the Living
but I've never-
Pharmacists?
I mean, I'm sure I did when it came out, but it's not memorable to
Right.
where.
What about the Gravity Falls series?
No.
I never got into that.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, what this is telling me is Disney does better with movies than they do with television shows and specials and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The other one on the list of animated shorts is The Owl House from
Never.
2020. It's fairly recent, 2020 to 2023. A dark fantasy series about a young girl who stumbles upon a magical realm filled with witches and demons.
Sounds
That
kind of
doesn't
cute.
sound very Disney. Really?
It doesn't, but
The Owl House.
Is it animated?
I'm looking.
yeah, it says it's an animated.
Oh, okay.
Like they're calling
Okay.
it animated shorts, but it's a series. So,
Oh, okay.
Like I think the Chat GPT's definition of shorts and mine are probably two different things.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking shorts are like the 1 to 2 minute cartoons, like that they used to run in theaters.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're calling them like half-hour episodes.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a picture of.
Okay, it's
The-
very Disney style animation.
Yeah. It looks a lot like Gravity Falls, too. I think it might be the same animator.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about. We'll stay in the Disney realm. Some themed specials and true shorts. We're going to go super old. The Lonesome Ghosts.
Yes.
One of Walt's first cartoons.
Yes.
1937 is when that one came out. A
Yep. And it
classic
was Mickey and Goofy and Donald, and they go into a haunted house as ghost hunters because the ghosts are lonely, so they call them, and because they want to mess with them. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like
and
a
it's
hoot.
4 or 5 minutes long, right?
Yeah. It's a true short. It's on
love
Disney
that.
Plus.
That sounds so funny.
Yeah, it's so quick plug for Disney Plus. Like if you go out there right now, there's a Halloween section
Yeah.
that you can find probably all of this stuff we're talking about. It's just awesome. So then the other thing, like I asked ChatGPT to tell me all the movies and TV shows and specials, and they told me about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Well, it's a
Oh.
special thing.
Sure. So the other thing that Master and the Ghost Light from 2006.
Gesundheit.
No, Mater and the Ghost Light, not Master.
Oh, that sounds
Oh,
awful.
It's a Cars
Okay.
short where Mater is haunted by the mysterious ghost light.
That one is kind of silly. It's a little funny. Okay, knowing Mater, he's a silly guy.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yes,
Yeah, but
Dan Whitney.
it's silly. And
But-
it's short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one on this list of specials and shorts is Toy Story of Terror from 2013.
I remember watching
A
that.
Halloween
Yeah.
TV special where Woody and the gang are forced to face off against a spooky toy in a creepy motel.
No.
I liked it. I thought it was really cute.
Like, watch out for that one when it hits, when it gets out of copyright and goes into free domain, because that just sounds like a nightmare waiting to happen.
Yeah, we won't be alive for that. So,
We should warn the future.
well,
Put it in a
this
time
will
capsule.
this
This episode is a time
episode will outlive us all. So we
Yes.
have officially warned the future.
You're
so when
welcome.
Some future generation, 100 years from now, when you stumble on this, just know that that was cuter than what you've probably seen as you're watching it in the public domain.
Also, this one came out right after the third Toy Story movie, which is like literally one of the scariest Disney movies ever. So
That's
That one
true.
With Lotso.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So just this one, because I think they're up in the vending machine for parts of this, if I remember
Okay.
correctly, and that freaked me out. That part, like with the lighting, the like,
Claustrophobia.
ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving into the 20th Century Fox Studios, The Simpsons,
Yes.
Treehouse of Horror.
Awesome.
Yes.
Some
Is-
of my favorite Halloween episodes ever of anything
Yeah.
is Treehouse of Horror.
The one that I always remember, and I don't know why, is one segment, and I don't know what year it's from. It's when they tell the story of the Raven,
Yes, Nevermore.
Nevermore,
I think that might be actually the first one.
where Homer goes just absolutely insane because Bart is a crow. That's always Nevermore, Nevermore.
I also like it when they do the shinning.
Yes,
Their version of The Shining.
Willie the groundskeeper, the
Yes.
shinning.
I love that.
Yeah,
No
there's-
beer and no TV make Homer go crazy. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, those are some of the best episodes of The Simpsons. Too.
Yes, hands down.
And I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and those are some of the best episodes.
They're just
And
so
there's-
well done.
Yeah, you look forward to them every year.
Yep.
Okay, they talk about. Are any of you Buffy the Vampire Slayer fans?
Nope.
No.
Nope, we'll skip over that.
Thank you.
So, Candice, they also mentioned, because it's a 20th Century Fox studio thing, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Of course.
And just why we're saying that and calling Candice out is right now she's production managing a stage version of that show.
Which is actually how it started. It started
Really?
as a stage musical on the West End in London. Richard O'Neill, who plays Riff Raff in the movie, wrote the thing.
I did not know this.
What?
Yes. And Tim Curry was actually the original Frankenfurter on stage.
in the West End?
Yes.
Interesting.
I love that.
Yes, and he just carried it over into the movie because he wanted to, and he's fabulous and
I mean,
perfect.
I don't think I can think of another person who would ever play that role as well as he did.
No.
And
No.
just amazing. Oh my freaking gosh.
That is Rocky Horror Picture Show is my all-time favorite musical ever.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Well, and there's so many nuances to it because basically it's a retelling of the Frankenstein story. But there's also the homage that it pays to the campy sci-fi movies of the 40s and 50s.
Yes.
So there's all of that as well. And it's just, it's confusing and it's funny and it's a little bit naughty and like, there's just a lot that goes into it, but it's got a lot of heart. And there, like, when it first came out as a movie in 1975, it flopped and flopped hard. But since it's been, like, people just keep reviving it. And
Yes.
now it's like, there's this cult following with it and it's fabulous.
I was going to say, isn't it like a cult classic?
Yes.
Consider, yeah.
Very much so.
Oh, so good.
Yes. Okay, so going down the rest of the list, we're not going to talk about all of these. The Omen is listed. It's not a Halloween movie, but they say
Oh,
it's
yes, it
watched
is.
this time of year. Well, it's just a horror movie. That doesn't mean it's a Halloween movie. It's not like Halloween based. It's just a horror movie. And
Could the same be said for the movie Halloween?
probably.
I mean, it takes place on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I mean, you could watch it any time of year and be
I don't.
scared.
I don't think I've ever
That
seen
is
The
true.
Omen.
Ew.
Oh, it's okay.
Really?
Like
Yeah, I
the
don't think I've
original
seen it.
one, I think is probably the better of the.
Yeah, they're
Two.
calling out the one from '76.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Do you remember? Okay,
What?
I was gonna veer off into some.
No, veer off. That's what this is about.
Okay. Do you remember that show that we watched several years ago called Burnt Offerings?
Candice. That is one of my favorite movies because of you. And that's one of my boyfriend Abe's favorite movies as well.
Did
'Cause-
he know about it before?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah, he turned it on one day and I was like, "Did I introduce you to this?" And he's like, "No, this is one of my favorites." And I was like, "This is why we're in a relationship." And I told him, I said, "You know what? Candice introduced this movie to me when I was like probably in high school or something, and it lives rent free in my brain."
It burns into your head.
Have you seen it?
I've never even heard of that.
Me either.
We're left out. We're going to have to watch it.
I'm not a horror movie person.
You would not like it.
Oh.
Like, I like a psychological thriller, but I'm
It's
not
kinda
like a horror movie person.
It's kind of a good blend of both, actually. There's a lot of psychological crap in it, which is why that it sticks in your head. But there's also some of the stuff in it that's like, hey, I don't know that I should be watching this.
Are there any jump scares?
One,
Yeah, it's
I absolutely hate jump scares in movies.
but just one, and it's not really like a. It's a
yeah.
Okay.
It's add that to your list because you are gonna love it for sure.
Anyone I would know.
Yes,
In it.
the main girl isn't she?
It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm trying to recover.
I think she
Trying
is
to recover or recall.
Recover. It's messed up, dude.
Karen Black. I'm pretty sure she's in 1,000 Corpses as Mother Firefly. You would recognize her face. She has a very distinctive.
Okay, yeah, she looks familiar.
Betty Davis is also in it.
Really? Okay, neat. Okay, love that.
Okay, so 2 more things from the Fox series, and then we're going to talk about just 2 more things after that. So, The Addams Family and The Addams Family Values.
Yes,
Good movies.
amazing.
I think I've seen The Addams Family. I don't think I ever saw the second one.
Critically acclaimed by me, by my handbook.
You're not a critic.
They won Grammys and
I am gonna say that I'm not the biggest fan of Family Values. It's okay. Joan Cusack. I like her character. She's unhinged and it's great. But the first one is like top tier. It's good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember watching the first Addams Family and really liked it, but I don't think I ever saw the Family Values.
It's okay.
Okay, and then another Tim Burton flick, Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
Yes.
Love.
I love that one.
You also introduced me to that movie.
Well, you're welcome.
Yes, you've introduced me to some of my favorites.
I'm a bad influence on you.
No, you. Oh my gosh, no way.
So Sleepy Hollow came out in 99.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm trying to, I think I've probably seen that one.
You have. It's Johnny Depp and Christina
Okay,
Ricci.
yes, thank you.
And
Yes.
Christopher Walken.
Yes.
'Cause
Creepy. He plays that so well.
Yeah.
Plays the Hessian.
Yes.
But also Jeffrey Jones is in that one. And some other people.
Oh, Jeffrey Jones, isn't he? Kind of.
Yes, he's disgusting.
I think he's dead.
He is dead.
Oh.
Hope you're having fun down there, Pally.
We'll have
Yeah.
to talk about why he's so bad. I don't know anything about that.
Oh.
Not
Well,
like we don't have to talk about it
No.
on our family-friendly podcast.
Yeah.
But
No.
I think
He's a lech.
we'll talk about what's so bad about him.
Which
Because
is tragic because he is such a wonderful actor.
He
was
is.
such a wonderful actor, but he's a trash human of the very most dumpster fire variety there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he play the
He was the dad in Beetlejuice, and he was the emperor in Amadeus.
Okay, and was he also in that
He was the principal in Ferris Bueller.
Yep.
what movie am I thinking of? It's the one where Al Pacino is the devil.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he was. He was in Devil's Advocate as
Okay,
well.
yes.
Which, why aren't we talking about that?
It's not a Fox movie.
Oh, yeah.
Another movie you introduced me to.
This is not about just horror movies in general. We
Why?
are a Disney podcast.
All right, well, we said
Oh.
Halloween, but okay.
Whatever. Halloween. But it's still not a Fox production.
No.
It's not owned by the Disney company.
Okay, yet.
I don't think. Okay, so then the last thing that we're going to, well, no, I said 2 more. Here's the second to last topic. So Lucasfilms, there's 2 things that I haven't heard or seen either of these things, and I am just wondering if anybody here has seen either of these. And listeners, I'm wondering if a couple of our listeners might be able to come out to Facebook and tell us about these if we've not heard about them. The first one, Star Wars Terrifying Tales from 2021. The animated Lego special is set after the events of the rise of Skywalker. It features Poe Dameron and BB-8 discovering spooky Sith legends in Darth Vader's old castle on Mustafar. It has a lighthearted, family-friendly Halloween vibe with lots of fun Star Wars references.
Okay, well, it's made of Legos, so how bad could it be?
Right. Every Lego movie I've
Honestly.
seen has been good.
They're
Like,
amazing.
I don't know why those hit harder than they should.
They're hilarious.
Critically acclaimed
Right.
in my book.
Yes. And then
By
the
you.
other one, Candice, my guess is the girls wouldn't have had a chance to watch this because you're not huge Star Wars fans, but also this came out a long time ago. Ewoks, The Haunted Village from 1996.
It looks cute.
Which
cute.
one?
Oh, it's
The
a cartoon.
Terrifying Tales.
The Ewok.
Oh my God, that does look cute.
It looks like gummy bears that take a dark turn.
That take a dark turn.
So the description: an animated Ewoks movie where Wicket and his friends must defend their village from an evil sorcerer and creepy creatures. It's part of the animated Ewoks series with spooky moments that align with Halloween themes. I just think that's
Is that okay? Can we just be honest? That's stretching a little. I
it
think.
is.
Well, like,
well, yeah.
do they celebrate Halloween in different galaxies?
Sure.
Okay, I mean, I'm here for it. I just didn't know it was a
They may call it something else. They may call it Thursday.
intergalactic. Oh,
So it's a weekly celebration.
Right.
Not really that big of a deal.
wow!
Just everybody
I'm
gets a
here
whole bunch of
for it.
candy every Thursday. It's fine.
I'm here for it.
Great.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, last topic. So we're gonna test whether or not we agree with ChatGPT.
Okay.
So when I asked the question to give me all the Disney, Pixar, 20th Century Fox, and Lucasfilm things that were Halloween related, it pulled out 3 Pixar movies that could be considered Halloween related. So first of all, let's go around the room. What 3 movies do you think they called out from Pixar that could be Halloween related?
I think I have one, and I'm already going to disagree.
Okay.
Coco.
Yep.
That is a different celebration.
Yeah.
That is a completely different celebration from my knowledge
Yes.
of
You are correct.
the culture. And
Yes.
yeah.
So the description from ChatGPT, because I agree with you, this is not a
Yeah.
Halloween movie. You watch it at the same time of year, but it's not a Halloween movie.
It'd be
Right,
more of
it's
an
a-
All Saints Day sort of.
Right, because that's
Yeah.
exactly what
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
It's, while more focused on Dia de los Muertos, the film celebrates the spirits of the dead and features a journey to the land of the dead, which is
not
why
Halloween.
It's not
It's-
Halloween.
no.
Culturally, it's not a Halloween movie.
No, not at all.
Okay, so
I object.
Yeah.
what are the other 2 Pixar movies that you think ChatGPT would say are Halloween movies?
I've been following along with the list, so I can't answer because I know.
Okay.
Would Encanto be one?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I have it. Monsters Inc.
And
Monsters University.
yep, those are the last 2 that
No.
they would say are Halloween movies.
Not at all.
Just because
How?
they have monsters in them.
Oh,
No.
please. ChatGPT, do some work.
This is why you can't trust ChatGPT to do your work for you.
No.
Very often. It is helpful for some things.
Oh, it's very helpful. Like, it came up with this list. Like,
Yes.
would have taken me 100 hours to find all of this stuff. It found it in 35 seconds.
We are not sponsored by ChatGPT, by the way.
No.
We're willing to listen to the artificial intelligence overlords.
Yes, as long as it's not Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrifying,
No politics on the podcast.
I said nothing.
She sneezed.
Okay.
Kazoo night.
That's you. So we all agree that none of those are Halloween movies, right?
No.
ChatGPT just got that one completely wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
So last thing before we wrap up this episode, did ChatGPT miss anything? Was there anything that you were expecting us to talk about that we didn't?
Ooh.
Candice.
Animated short. The Skeleton Dance.
Oh yeah. Like the what?
real,
that was the
old.
That was even before Walt Disney Studios, though,
Yes, it
right?
was.
That was like back in the Laugh-O-Gram days.
Yes, it was. How is it not on this list?
Right. Maybe it's because it was a Laugh-O-Gram,
And not Walt
not
Disney.
a Walt Disney.
I mean, Walt and iWorks did it, but yeah.
But yeah, that's spot on. That's 100% a Halloween short. It should have been on the list of Disney shorts because you can find it on Disney Plus right now.
Yep.
Agreed. Mm-hmm. What else? Anything else that we're missing from the Disney Pixar universe? Like, I really expected there to be some like Pixar more of the Pixar like specials.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know it mentioned like the Toy Story one, and is Cars Pixar. So like it mentioned those two in the Halloween themed specials, but I would have thought there would be more.
Has anyone seen Can of Worms?
No.
Yes, that's not a Halloween movie.
It's in autumn, and there's creepies in it.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite Halloween movies that I watched on the Disney Channel.
If you want to experience what it feels like to do drugs, watch the movie.
No.
It's an alien-based movie.
No.
But it's still creepy because it takes place over Halloween. They have like a Halloween dance in it. So it's set during Halloween. It's good.
Okay, so it is set in Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then
So it
yes.
qualifies as a Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
I am shocked, though, now talking about this, that there really is not a Pixar Halloween type movie or a Christmas movie.
Right.
They don't have one that takes place during Halloween and tells a story about Halloween or Christmas. That is
Or
interesting.
Thanksgiving.
Or Thanksgiving.
That's true. Get on it, Pixar.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that because it wouldn't be culturally sensitive.
You could tell the story of a Thanksgiving turkey.
Getting eaten.
Oh.
That's trying to avoid the Thanksgiving dinner table
Trying to
of the
escape the
evil
farm.
humans. Yeah.
Okay.
Like he knows what's coming.
Chicken Run.
DreamWorks.
Okay, I just thought that was like the premise of the movie.
So the one thing that I don't know the old Muppets television show well enough to know if there were like Halloween
I know
episodes of
Vincent
that,
Price was a guest.
like a guest host or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and that probably would have been a Halloween kind of themed.
Yeah.
So it kind of missed out on that too. So this is a great place to wrap up. Audience, was there anything on a Halloween movies and shows list that you expected us to talk about that we didn't? Let us know. Come out to our Facebook. Come out to Instagram. Comment on the post that we do for this episode. Come out and join us on Reddit. I think we're up to like 6 or 7 followers now. It's growing exponentially.
A whole tens of people love us.
A whole ones of people love us on Reddit. So yeah, come out and check us out. Interact with us. We want to hear from you. Let us know. We're rapidly coming up to the end of our 4th season, which just blows
Crazy.
my mind.
Insane.
But if there's anything that you want us to think about for next year or for one of our last episodes, let us know in any of our social media posts or send us a message or whatever. And with that said, remember, there is always a great big beautiful tomorrow.
And we'll see you real soon.